Howdy. I made a mistake yesterday and I filmed a video on artifact arrowhead hunting, and I found some stuff you guys are going to see in the next video. But I goofed up, and every story you tell has to have a beginning, a middle, and an end, and I've kind of skipped some of the beginning stuff. So here we're going to try to teach you some things, because that's what I'm about. How to find and where to look for arrowheads and artifacts. So we're going to come back to that in just a second. This is Hickbilly Outdoors with D.W. Verts. How to find arrowheads. Where to look for neat stuff like that. Preform, look at that, nice. It's pretty simple, y'all. Ancient man did not have a Casey's General Store. They didn't have a Piggly Wiggly. They sure the heck didn't have no Walmarts. They relied on their instincts, guts, skill, whatever to survive. I guarantee they relied on each other way more than we do nowadays. So the number one thing you have to do and have to survive is water, H2O. So the reason people find so many artifacts in plowed bottoms and plowed fields because their bottoms are right next to creeks, ditches, whatever, and they're also plowed. Dirt's been turned over. They don't do much of that anymore. A lot of no-till, hurts your hunting, whatever. So the biggest secret to finding artifacts and finding where people lived thousands of years ago is you hunt around water. The waterways, rivers, primary creeks, secondary creeks, even major ditches where there was water. Springs, that's kind of a secret of mine. Good running springs. There was a spot in my hometown, Today, Missouri, years ago, where somebody digging a garden started finding points. We went over there, and it was a mystery. Found a bunch of, now these were actually more modern points. These were the bird points, the Cahokia style Madison stuff that is later technology. Anyways, several years after that, I found out when the railroad track went through, there was an artesian spring there. It was still there. There's always been that ditch. It always had cattails in it, and always had grass, and it's artesian water. You go put your finger in there, it's cold. They lived there because there was a spring. Now there was some major creeks close by too, but not very close. So when I'm talking close, I have found really good artifacts a mile from a creek or a river, and there'll be farther. Some technology, some peoples seem to live further away than others, but mostly I'm within a quarter to half mile of a major waterway. So you get on any map anywhere in the country and you take those creeks and riverways, you draw a line down both sides of them, half mile either side, and that's where you're going to hunt. That's where your stuff's going to be. There will be stuff everywhere. They lost stuff, they used stuff. Hunting, I found campsites where they made stuff. No doubt they camped there and made, never found any points, just tons of piles of debitage and pieces, and I think campsites, they moved on. Can't worry about that. When you find something like that, that's just great. When you find one that doesn't make any sense, that's just wonderful. But if you want to find a lot of artifacts, you want to put things in your favor, put some odds, tip that thing a little bit your way, you hunt waterways. It's not really secret, but then again, I see people hunting plowed fields. Oh my gosh, I drove down the highway and seen people obviously out there looking for arrowheads, and there ain't nothing for miles that I know of. I mean, there could be that hidden spring or whatever. But mostly not. Thing is, somewhere, some way, somebody may have found a point in one of those fields. So the exact number one place that you're going to find an arrowhead. I mean, without a doubt, every single time you're going to find a point. Get this, write this down. Double record, whatever. you're going to find that thing exactly where it lays. Because that's where it's at. So, yeah, I know, pretty groundbreaking. Nice right side notches. Look at that pretty rock. We got beautiful rock around here. Just freaking gorgeous rock. So anyway, that's overdoing it for simple. Guys, simple fits me really well. It's a box of stuff. I found most of this stuff last year too. And I got, look at that poor thing. That Snyder just bit the pickle. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Anyway, so we're gonna hunt waterways, we're gonna hunt bottoms. I dig also. That narrows me down a lot for my digging. I don't have time to dig. Digging's a lot of work. So this time of year, summertime, we're hunting creeks because we can't get in the farmers' fields and tear up their stuff. You hear me? You can't get in the fields and tear up their stuff. Let's stay friendly. Let's keep them on our side. So the creeks are a low percentage deal, but man, I find some really good stuff at that big Wetly come out of a creek. Of course, it's broke, but look at the size of that sucker. That knife come, seriously, within feet a couple years later of that Wetly. Same kind of rock, look at same color, same technologies. Look at that big old blade. So, if you're gonna hunt arrowheads, if you're enthused with it, enthralled with it, or hooked on it like some of us are, you're just gonna hunt where you can hunt, when you can hunt. That means a lot of creek stuff. Still, you can walk some field edges and find things, and there's some other things I'm going to show you, some other places. And this video that you're going to see next time out is going to show you a secret or two to places that I find points that are different than most people look. I don't think anybody I've ever met in my life hunts these kind of places. So hopefully it'll be a secret enough, hopefully it'll be cool enough y'all follow along. So we're going to go where the water's at. We're going to follow the water. Okay? It's that simple. I just never have seen anything done like this. I'm trying to make a good channel here for you. I'm trying to give you some new things, new ideas, and I think teaching and giving all my little secrets may be a way to get the channel to grow. Maybe I'm selling my soul. Anywhere in the country, probably anywhere in the world, of course, where you find water is where you find artifacts. From the creek out, river out, quarter mile is pretty good, half mile is fine, a mile. Okay, let me tell you how you can tell if it's going to be a mile. Here's another secret. Flat. Huh? You ever been camping? You pitched your tent and you was on a 6-degree grade, kept rolling out of your sleeping bag all night? And people are smarter than that. They lived, and we're trying to find where they're living here, not where they're hunting or having meetings or camping. We want where they live. That's where the big stuff's at. And areas surrounding, like the creek down below. Flat. Now, most of these field bottoms are flat, and yes, they lived in some of the field bottoms. Of course they did. But field bottoms are prone to flood. That next terrace up, that next spot, you find a point that comes off to a river or creek, and it's flat for a long ways, there's stuff on it. Guaranteed. And sometimes that's where your mile away gets. I've seen it where a narrow point leaves a creek, goes 3/4 mile, then opens up, like tees off to other points. Man, pretty good stuff. Yeah, some of that's digging stuff, and some of that's entailed, but still, I'm trying to get your focus on where they're going to be at, okay? Have I found stuff on hillsides? You're darn right. Stuff's dropped, stuff fell off side hills, washed off, whatever. But I'm going to go where the odds, the percentage, it's no different than fishing. You don't just go out in the middle of the lake, drop an anchor, and try to catch something. You try to go to where the percentages and where things funnel and aim you to where those fish are at. No different artifact arrowhead hunting. And I'm going to keep calling this arrowhead because obviously a video that says arrowheads gets more looks than one that says artifacts. People don't get artifacts. I found some pottery yesterday. That's an artifact. People want, everybody in the world is hunting for, I don't think I got one in here. This is horrible. Look at all these stupid, look at all this cool stuff. This is nothing sorted out fancy. Broken. If I even got in this box here a perfect point, I don't think I do. See? Oh yeah, well, okay. It's not a perfect point. That's what everybody's looking for. They're looking for that point on one end, notches, ears on the other. That's the only one I've got in there. It's really, I mean, nobody's gonna pass this up, I don't think. That's what you're looking for. This, boy, look at that poor water tumbled. Oh my gosh, beautiful, beat up old thing. But people are looking for arrowheads, and arrowheads aren't always artifacts, even broken, weird stuff like that. It's still, I'm gonna pick it all up. I'm gonna pick stuff up. Boy, here, how about this one? Here's one for you. Y'all ready for this? Not notched. How's that? Paleo, old. Isn't that cool? Look at that. Very finely made. But most people are looking for that. They're not looking for, I picked up a hammerstone or two yesterday. I picked up a broken celt yesterday. You need to learn, if you want to find everything you can find, you need to learn what you're looking for. If you just want a notched point, good luck, because as cool as that is, that's a preform. Thin, nice, sharp, no notches. Now, I don't know how anybody could look at that and pass it up in a field, but I've seen people I'm pretty sure have. So there you go, it's enough of that. Water, you have to have water to survive, you have to have water to live, you have to have water, and beyond water you have to have is that's where the critters are. That's where your food's at. The fish in the water, the game around the water, waterways is what I trap. When I'm trapping within a quarter mile of creeks. I catch animals everywhere I go, but the percentage of beasts are closer to water because they can't do without either. They sure can't go open up an aquafina or whatever. Why would anybody open up an aquafina? Okay, makes sense? I hope so, guys. I'm trying to teach y'all, I really am. I've got things like this. I've got 10 or 12 fangs just on creek hunting alone. Look at that big old thing. Look at that. That is a beautiful artifact. Big old piece of drawn off of it. Maybe a one-time tool, maybe a hoe, who knows, who cares? Old. You can tell by the flaking on it, that's an oldie. Look at that big old, huge flake drawn off of that. That guy knew how to whack that. That took some work. So there you go, guys. That's all I'm gonna do. I'll put this video up and then give it a day or so and put the video up I shot yesterday, which shows some finds, shows some secrets, whatever, stuff I don't ever see anybody else do. Maybe it'll help you guys. Also help you extend your season, because what I did yesterday doesn't matter on time of year, except it was really green, there was a lot of grass, and that always creates issues. So there you go. Folks, thanks for watching. If you like what I'm doing, tell me so. Subscribe, hit that button, make me rich. If you don't like what I'm doing, let me know. I don't know what I can do different. If you get me nasty, I don't care what I do different, but maybe you got some ideas, something I can help y'all with. But I'm gonna try to teach y'all for a year or so with this stuff. I'm not holding back much, except for where I'm at, and y'all can kind of figure that out too. If I catch you there, we're gonna have a discussion. Always get permission. There's national places you can go. There's places you can legally hunt this stuff. There's places, public land, you can't for whatever stupid reason. Get permission, go places where nobody can give you heck over this. Good luck, God bless, we'll see you next time. This is Dale Verts. Right now, it's okay to be me. Talk to you later.